Okay, hello everyone. Good evening. I welcome you all to the 89th meeting of Coastline Toastmasters Club. I am Jahnavi, the Sergeant at Arms for today. So, as Sergeant at Arms, I welcome you all to this wonderful meeting. We meet on every alternate Saturdays, 6 to 7:30 p.m. And today there are three ground rules to follow. The first one is please be on mute if you're not talking, to avoid distraction to the person who is on the stage. Turn off your cameras if you have any noisy backgrounds, or if you have to move around, turn off your camera and move around. The second one is do not talk about sex, religion and politics in a demeaning manner. You can discuss them so that you'll not hurt the feelings of others. So, with this, I would like to set the meeting open. And fortunately, I am the presiding officer for today as well. So, as presiding officer, I would like to let you know the flow of the meeting. We have one speech today from Toastmaster Sailaja, and followed by we have table topics from Toastmaster Govind. Along with it, we have a wonderful Toastmaster of the day who will be following up with everything and taking us through a wonderful journey that he wants to talk about. Before that, I would like to invite our guest for today, Srinivas, to introduce himself and let us know how he came to know about this club. Srinivas, over to you.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, is my voice audible?
Yes, you're clearly audible, Srinivas.
Firstly, this Govind has said me about this club, and I was just fascinated like how these sessions go on with a set topic for set period of time, restricted period of time to be uh, precise. So I just wanted to have a session with them. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much, Srinivas. I hope you will have a wonderful meeting today. Along with it, we have Toastmaster Murali joining us from FNF team. We will give him chance in the middle of the meeting or towards the end of the meeting. Toastmaster Raghav, you can plan it accordingly so that he can talk to us about FNF. Along with this, I would also like to welcome Toastmaster Chitrakshi and Toastmaster Hrushita, who are joining as who are joining us as guest role players for today from various other clubs. Thank you so much, Hrushita and Chitrakshi, for joining us today. With this, I would like to welcome the star politician of our meeting for today, who got not one, two, but four posters. I think this is the highest which any tier modi has received. This many posters have influenced me to join the meeting after 6 long months. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, I was curious to take up tier modi because I'll get a good PR from Govind. Hopefully, Govind will not do any partiality and will release good posters for me as well. With this, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Raghav onto the stage. Over to you,
Thank,
Raghav.
thank you, Janvi, for that wonderful introduction. Though I'm not a politician, but good to see you in the club after a long time. This is the first time I got a chance to meet you. We have been talking over phone, but couldn't meet you in person. So this is the first time. And thank you so much for that wonderful introduction that you have given to me. Can anyone allow me to share my screen, please?
Sure, Raghav. You have the access now. You should be able to share the screen.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you see my audio, video? Okay,
Yes.
sorry, video.
I can hear your audio and see you as well.
Well, these are the one of few of the common statements of software engineer life. This is part of my script. So, what do you think? What are the other common phrases of a software engineer in a daily day-to-day life? Any
As
guesses?
as a Telugu meme content browser, I would say software mutyam.
Yeah, BTech. There is one more channel, right? BTech Babulu or something like that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Or shall
Yes,
I
I
share my
think
screen? credit
Teams,
cards.
Teams ringtone so much throughout lockdown. Inevitably, I sometimes imagine that it is ringing 10:30
Yes.
p.m.
Sick leaves, credit, and how can we forget EMIs, credit cards and EMIs? There is one more common phase, that salary not enough.
Long weekend. These
Yes,
days,
of
please,
course.
all software engineers talking
Long
about long
weekends.
weekends.
Yeah, long weekends, online shoppings. And when you say weekends, there is one more phrase for the weekend. Who are available over this weekend? Well, in past a decade of time, I guess software engineer has stream has become one of the most go-to stream for most of the candidates, because whoever doesn't know what to do, they come and join a software engineer. Because most of them will be taking MPC field in +2 and then going into a software engineer. With this, I remember one of the latest scenario wherein one of my cousin, he was crying a lot after getting into MSET counseling, and he was crying a lot. He was crying for continuously for 2 days without eating, and he was very upset that he got a job in that he got a seat in one of the good engineering colleges. One of my aunt called me, because I was also a software engineer in my I'm also a software engineer in my family, and most of the time I guide a few of my family members. So she wanted me to talk to him and check with him what is wrong with the things. So out of curiosity, I called him and asked what happened, my brother. So he said, I got seat in one of the reputed colleges. So that's good. What happened? But I didn't get a college in, but I didn't get a seat in CSC, Computer Science Engineering. So he was very upset for that, because he didn't get a seat in CSC stream. And I said, dude, do you know which stream I was in? Why are you worried about a stream in an engineering college? You doesn't need to care about that. All you need to do is get a good college and get a stream just to get into a software engineer. You doesn't need to be a CSC or IT. Even a EC or triple E can get into even mechanical or a civil engineer can get into a software engineer. So it doesn't matter which stream you are with. So everyone can get into software engineers. And uh, whenever interviews are going up in the final years of BTech, so there will be few of the criterias with which the candidates will be judged upon. One is obviously the technical skills with which the candidate has spent around 15 to 16 years of his education life, and they will be questioning about those basics. And they will be also asked about the reasoning and the logical thinking, how a person is thinking. And also there is one more important aspect wherein a person is judged if he will be capable enough to get into a team in the company. So uh, judging a person to get into a right team is also very important, because whenever a person gets in, he or she needs to maintain that good rapport within the team. So that is how importance is of a team in any of the organization or in any of the field. So with this, we also have a good team here to take care of this meeting. I introduce General Evaluator TM Akib to come up and share his team to run this team meeting number 89 of Coastline Toastmasters. Over to your TM Akib.
Hello, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Raghav. Uh, my name is Akib, and I will be conducting a portion of this meeting, which is general evaluation. Why are we doing it? Because it is one of the section in Toastmaster meeting wherein we evaluate the meeting in general. One can ask, why do we evaluate? And the answer is, evaluation is needed to understand where you stand, to understand your as is situation, and from there you can try finding out the areas of improvement. You can also highlight the areas where you're doing good, and probably comment people for that. So idea of evaluation has been there in Toastmasters for a very long time. This entire section helps people achieve their overall goal, and it also helps us meet the mission of Toastmasters, which is to provide feedback and also help people grow their confidence. So there are a lot of things which happens in the session, and for those things to happen, we have few people who watch, who monitor everything that happens in the meeting. And in the last section of the meeting, we come together and present our reports. So as we all know, time is money, time is important, time is the one of important investment class as well, where you invest, you own those skills or you own those business. For that to happen, we feel that it's very important to get our messages conveyed across the audience in the allowed time period. So I know there are people who can explain stuff, but it takes longer time for them. Toastmaster prepares you to have that message conveyed within the time frame allowed. And for that to happen, there is a member within our team who will help us align ourselves on timing parameters. So I would request timer of today's meeting to come on stage and share the introduction of timing. Yeah.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Akib. So, hello everyone. One of the important aspects in Toastmasters meeting is to adhere to time. And as Akib rightly mentioned, the entire essence of our meeting is built on how well we can manage time. So each section in the meeting is allocated a specific time. However, as a timer, I will be monitoring specifically the speakers and the table topics, table topic speakers and the speech evaluators. So every speaker would be given a time limit of 5 to 7 minutes. But today, our speaker is attempting their icebreaker speech, which will have a time span of 4 to 6 minutes. So there will be a yellow card at 4 minutes. There'll be there will be a green card at 4 minutes, a yellow card at 5 minutes, and a red card at 5.5 minutes. So the total time is, including the grace time, will be 6 minutes. And for the table topic speakers, we will have 2 minutes. If you speak less than 1 minute, you will be disqualified. So please try and speak for at least 1.5 minutes, and 2 minutes is the closure. For evaluators, they get 3 minutes, so the cards will be displayed accordingly. I do not have a background to display, but what I will do is I will switch on the app where you will start seeing on the screen as and when the timer cards move. Be a little conscious of time and try and match to the timing that's given to you. As and when you see a yellow card, within 30 seconds, try and wrap it up. Once we complete every segment, and when the general evaluator takes the stage back on, we will share our timer report. Over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Akib.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mamta, for introducing the timer role. Now, the speech clarity is also important. We know how a profound speaker delivers his ideas without any hiccups, and I mean, let our counter itself explain their roles. I will not spill the bits. Over to you, our counter for today's meeting, Rushita. I don't know if I pronounced it right. It's Rushita.
Yes, you are totally right. Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Akib. Good evening, everyone. I am Toastmaster Krishita, and I'll be playing the role of our counter. As an our counter, I'll be noting the sounds and words, which are also called as filler words, like and I'll be noting down the overused words like and, like, well, but, so, and I'll be even noting the repeated words like this means, like that. And in the end of the meeting, I'll be giving my report when the general evaluator calls me. And the importance of our counter role is to let the speaker know how they are speaking and how they can improve by their speaking ability. For to enhance your speaking, you can practice your speech before giving your speech. Try taking up table topics, speaking on a random topic, so that the use of filler words and the long pauses, short pauses will be reduced. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator Akim.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rushita. For today's meeting, I will be helping you out with wordmaster and grammarian role as well. And as you might be aware, or if you're not aware, let me tell you what a wordmaster grammarian does. Wordmaster grammarian pays close attention to the good usages of English, provides suggestion for improvements. At the same time, Wordmaster grammarian also brings the word of the day, idiom of the day, which is not prepared so far. Once it is done, I'll be posting it in the chat box. Try to use word of the day when you are speaking. So that's the overall introduction of general evaluation team. We will be back in the third section of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Raghav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akib, for introducing your team. So, going back to the theme of the day, software engineer. So most of them, I have observed this. Most of them do not get what is software engineering about. Either you take it uh, candidates less than plus 12, students who are in their career with less than plus 12, or who are not a software engineer. They don't know, they just know only what is a person with just a laptop or a computer in front of this is a software engineer. But this is not the case, right? We have many roles within the software engineer. So generally I take a simple example to explain what a software engineer is about to all the people who are trying to become a software engineer in their careers. So I give them an example of mechanic. Let it be a two-wheeler mechanic or a four-wheeler mechanic, a person who works, a person who is specialized in there will be different mechanics within two-wheeler and four-wheeler mechanics, right? There will be a person with who can specializes with this preparing a steering, or there will be a person who is specialized to doing only the leather works of the car or leather works of the seats or two-wheelers, or there will be a person who is specialized to take care of only engine, or person with only with the shock absorbers and all those. So there will be different segments within this mechanic, but everyone is given a common name called mechanic. So likewise, we do have different roles in software engineers. So there are front-end developers, there are back-end developers, there are middleware developers, there are production support engineers, there are testing engineers. There are nowadays with the agile, we have scrum masters, we have product owners. We have so many roles, but everyone is given a common name called software engineer. All right. So since we have so many segments within the software engineers, we do have similar segments in our session today. We have three different segments to give us precise. So first segments comes with prepared speeches, wherein speakers will deliver their prepared speeches to qualify for their uh, pathways. And the second segment is about the table topic masters, where a master will be given table topics to each and everyone. This is one of the wonderful section that we have in the Toastmasters, wherein everyone will be given a chance to speak in this session. And the final one, most important one, the general evaluator role, wherein we will be evaluated whatever we have spoken and whatever the roles we have taken up. So without any due delay, let's give cheer up for the first speaker, TM Shailaja. Shailaja, over to you.
Thank you,
And
Toastmaster.
sorry,
Speak. First, let's tell the evaluator to read out the objectives.
yes, please. Sorry. So we have Toastmaster Chitrakshi from Gabby's Toastmaster Club as the uh, evaluator for prepared speech for Toastmaster Shailaja. Can we have uh, Chitrakshi, please? Please deliver the objectives of the speaker. Chitrakshi, you are on mute if you are speaking. Can you hear us, Chitrakshi? I think she dropped off. She might be joining us back.
Okay, I can read the objectives in the meanwhile for Shailaja's speech. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, Mamta, loud
So
and clear.
Shailaja is attempting her level 1 project 1 speech, which is an icebreaker speech. The purpose of the speech is to introduce the new Toastmaster, that is Shailaja, to the entire team, and they will be following the basic structure of the speech. As an evaluator, we will be observing, how she has structured her speech, and we will come back and give the report once she is done with her speech.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. Okay, so I can hear this speech. Thank you for explaining the purpose. I think that was what I had to do, right? Now
Yes,
I can just listen to the speech.
no problem.
Perfect, and I'll evaluate at the end.
Yeah. So Raghav, you can announce the title and hand it over to Shailaja.
I don't have the title in
Okay,
hand.
I
Can
can
you
announce
please?
it.
Sure.
Small changes can make a big difference, Shailaja. Small changes can make a big difference. Please confirm if you can see the timer screen before you start.
Yes.
Just 1 minute. Sorry, just give me 1 minute. Speech type. Okay, share screen. And I will also add you to the. Are you able to see it, Shailaja?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Can you do a quick audio and video check? We can see you.
Am I audible?
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
whenever you're ready.
Okay. Please start, Mamta. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guest. Today is my first icebreaker speech as an official member of Coastline Toastmasters Club. I'm very excited to give the speech as it is because I see this stage as an opportunity towards my self-improvement and a bit nervous too. Despite of my ambivalence, it's my pleasure to be in front of you all. And my name is Tila Shaileja, and today I'm going to break the ice. Usually, we used to introduce or identify ourselves firstly through our qualification and then followed by our profession. Since I believe in small changes make difference, so I would like to introduce myself through the learnings that I've learned, the big takeaways that I learned while I was pursuing my bachelor's degree. And I remember a few weeks after I joined the college, um, there were elections were happening for union secretaries, and I was interested to take part in. So I was like started giving. I was interested to take part, and so I discussed with my seniors, and through their support and having after a few meetings, I started campaigning with them. And I remember I entered in a classroom to give my speech that I'm standing as an for elections. Then I was so nervous and very anxious, and I give my speech, but that was went so horrible, and I couldn't able to tell exactly. And then I came out of the room. My seniors were very supportive. They were trying to make me feel comfortable, and gave me some pep talk. Then I realized, like, okay, fine, I'll give again another shot. And again, I went to the classroom, and then I gave another thing. And comparatively, I was feeling less nervous this time. And I thought, hoping that I could give a better speech than before. But honestly, the second time it went way more horrible than the first one. My entire speech was like filled with ums and ahs. Literally, students were like finding the words. Like they were like, does it make any sense? And I was like, terrible. Again, I came out of the room, and then this time I was like, no, I think I should prepare the speech and write it out. um, I have to be give. And then I scripted my speech and what I have things that have to do. I wanted to do whole academic year. And then as I write the script and I was practicing, while I was practicing, I have many questions in my head. Like, first thing I had that I have to give the best speech, because only words over, because they don't know me, I don't know them either, and they don't know how I manage things, or how my contribution gonna help this whole year. So only my words and my communication skills is the my words play the role. So I started practicing. While I was practicing, I have many questions in my head that I have to be the best. I have to give my best speech and everything. And then I have a question like, why have to, of course, words play the role, but why only, um, why it is important in the first place? Then I like answered my whole thing, the questions. Then I realized that it's very important before giving the best speech is first at the first priority. It is important to be very honest and clear at what I'm going to do. Then that is a slight change in my perspective to giving the best speech. And ultimately, that is the thing. But a slight difference is that I have to be honest, and I am standing over there to manage and give the best leaders show the leadership skills. And that small change in perspective made a difference in my whole speech. And fortunately, I won the um, elections, and I've been a leader for one academic year. And after that, uh, they saw my small efforts in everything. I encouraged students to participate, explore in sports, cultural activities, and there is a trust which helps the poor students and the that in that handicapped students, that trust. And I supported all that. So that my work really impacted
my second year elections, and I also won the second year elections as well. So these small efforts and the small change in perspective really made a very big difference in me. And thank you so much for listening my words and experience and making me feel comfortable to speak my heart out. Thank you again and have a great evening.
Thank you, Saileja. Yes, indeed, small things will make big difference. I do agree to that. Thank you so much for that wonderful speech, and all the very best for your next journey within the Toastmasters. We request you to deliver more such speeches and clear all your levels in the pathways. All the very best for that.
Thank
Okay.
you, Master Raghav.
Thank you, Saileja. Okay, so uh, life of a software engineer is like a building made up of glass. You never know when it breaks, and you never know who is going to break that. But the icing on the cake is the CTC that we have. So the CTC will be made up of, yes, Akib, money. CTC generally made up of multiple components, just like HRA, special allowance, provident fund, or professional taxes, IT deductions. But there are some other perks which is not available in the CTC, which is not available in the offer letter. That is back pain, neck pain, gastric problems, low vitamin D, low vitamin B12, asthma, and of course the work from home, which is also positive and negative, which comes with lot of perks. So you see, the uh, generally the work from home has been gift to many, but it has been curse to many as well. So before COVID, whenever we go and come back home after office, we used to get lot of respect in the family. Mother used to give me all special things. She used to cook special dinners. But after COVID, she know what we do. She know how much time we spent in the office. What all meetings will be happening. And even work from home has given many sports fightings as well. Yeah, it is. All right. So generally, sorry, I got distracted with the other things that I have in my checklist. So uh, before we go to the next segment, the next segment is lucky for our guests. Our next section will offer them something new to try. We have our table topic master Govin. Govin, over to you. Please engage.
Thank you, fellow software engineer Raghav. I'm not a software engineer, but when our relatives ask me, the first question they ask is, which company are you working? I would say PwC. And they're like, government job. After that, they didn't ask whether what is the nature of work. They just judge that I'm working in a software engineering. I'm like, okay, let's assume that they ask me what do I do. For your information, what I actually do is I'm into data quality assurance, and this is a job which involves to follow certain SOPs in a business operations. We use various tools to maintain the data of the company. There's no software involved here. Should I explain this to them? I'm like, okay, yeah, software engineer, but it's easy to explain. That's the thing. So that way I would say that also I share the feeling he called sick leave, extended weekends. All these terms apply to me because the terms and conditions are similar. The working environment is similar. With this, let me just present my slides, which I have prepared as a table topics master. You can see that 3, 4, 5, 6 is blank here. I left it purposefully so that you don't get to see which topics I have prepared. I know there are some of you are very smart, but I'm over smart. Okay. So this is the breaking of the words, which is table, a table topic, and master, which I am for this session. Next. I prepared the various programming languages. You have to pick one programming language, and based on that, it will direct to you to one slide, and that one slide will be having the topic. So I would like to see the raise of hands to see if there are anyone who is volunteer and who is excited to participate. I have a backup device. I'm just watching if anyone has raised their hands. I don't see anyone, so I'm going to be biased. I would like to pick my friend Srinivas, but I want someone from experience. Okay, I see Janvi who raised her hands. Janvi, can you just choose one programming language which you see here?
Okay. Should I pick something which I don't know or I have never heard is Ruby?
Ruby, okay. Murli, I see you raised hands. I'll give you the chance next. So I'll just click on Ruby and it will direct hyperlink me to that specific slide. Okay. So Ruby means it's actually a kind of redstone. You can see the Avengers movie where Thanos is using the redstone. Whatever stone is red, I would say is Ruby for me. That's why I presented here. Also, you can see a meme here, which shows a famous cartoon Pink Panther. And here you can see when you delete a block of code that you thought was useless, and the entire landscape is falling off, and that block of code is there. So what I would relate to this is like, you think the block of code is important. Like code means there's a certain set of instructions of you feed in a program.
Yeah.
If you remove that, the whole thing will get deleted. Like that is the important thing, and it will impact the entire program. I mean, it's very difficult to explain to those who are in non-technical background. But anyway, you can see a cartoon here. With this, let me click on the button and see what is the exact topic you'll get recording this. Yeah. So the topic is, if you could hang out with any cartoon character, who would you choose and why? You can start once I stop share, and Mamta will present as a timer.
Okay. Hello everyone, good evening. If I could hang out with one cartoon character, whom it would be, is I would like to play safe. I would like to go with my favorite character, which is Doraemon and Nobita. So I would love to hang out with Doraemon rather with Nobita, because me and Nobita have similar brains. If we both go together, it would be a disaster for both of us. So I would like to go with Doraemon, because he would save me with his gadgets and everything, and we will have fun. So I would like to convert this into story, because I once had a dream about Doraemon and me. I used to have this similar drawer from which the Doraemon first comes out into Nobita's house. I used to have it during my childhood, and I every time used to feel that one day Doraemon will come out of it. And once I had a dream. So in my dream, what happened was, like, this guy came out and he told me everything about his story, and I said I saw you in the TV. And then this guy says, I'm not from TV, I am from this some planet, I'm an alien and all stuff. And I still believe he's a cartoon character. And I asked him to give me a proof. And he brings out any two-way door, that door where we can go somewhere and whichever place we want. And I travel to the future, and in the future I really find what is happening and what is not going to happen in my life, and using that I come back and I play my game safely. So this is what was my dream, and I really wish one day this would come true, and I would like to move the chess pawns which have uh, played wrong in my life to sit back and have a wonderful thing going forward. Hope this will happen and I will have a great time. So my favorite character is Nobita, and I would like to say, when first Govind showed all that thing about Ruby, I thought I should explain something about the programming language, and I thought I will leave the meeting and I'll say I got disconnected. But somehow I got a good topic. Thank you so much, Govind. Over to you.
Yeah, I myself would be finding it difficult to give a topic relating to programming language. So it's fine. And thank you for giving that
At
attempt.
least you
And
know that Ruby is a language. I didn't even know that it's a language until I saw it on the board till now.
same here. Even until I did some research and prepared the presentation, I just came to know that okay, Ruby is there. Let's link a topic. Any Doraemon fans here? Anyone? We used to watch Doraemon in TV. Soon as we go from school to home, turn on the TV. I think it used to come in Hangama channel or Nickelodeon. There was Telugu dubbing as well. Yeah, like Janvi gave us the examples of how she would manage with the cartoon character. I do recall my favorite gadgets of Doraemon. That would be the anywhere door. You could go anywhere with that, and then the small light and big light, with which you can magnify the size of an object. And I could recall my favorite episode was trains. They used to prepare a toy train set in the home. So this is a general question I am asking to everyone. What is your favorite gadget in Doraemon episode or favorite scene in Doraemon? Anyone to speak voluntarily?
I was wishing if there is any gadget to make this Jian away out of this world, actually.
Oh, great. Yeah, Jian is like enemy, but I guess there are some episodes where Jian is heroic. Yeah, we did hate. We had a good hatred towards Jian and Sumyo. They are very
Yeah,
cunning.
yeah.
Yeah, with this, since you have raised the hands and you're unmuted, let me just share my screen and let you pick the next topic.
Sure.
Okay, I can see. I can click the home button here. Topics. Yeah, choose anything
Um,
from here.
I do not have any experience in any of these coding languages, but I will go with Python because I hear mostly this word from freshers. Yeah, Python.
Good. Well, I'll click on Python, and here is a random GIF. When I googled Python, this came up. Let me just relate this. Python, let this Python be the Python programming language. And this guy who is getting cuddled by Python is none other than the software engineers like Raghav and Lochan. Raghav, what's your experience with learning Python? How has it been like?
Same, man. We are still cuddling with them.
We are cuddling, tossing, twisted in it.
And it has got many versions, okay?
Yeah. There's a hard cuddle, smooth cuddle, deadly crush of the body cuddle. I did try to get my hands on Python because everyone is asking Python. Those in the technical field, operations field, they're asking Python would be an added experience for this job profile. So yeah, Python is popular. Even our Toastmaster chose Python because he heard it many times. It has some scope, but once you're inside that, learning that, you'll be trapped and cuddled just like this guy out there. So with this, I would say that cuddling is often shown well in movies. Let me just display the topic. The topic is what movie is underrated or underappreciated. Toastmaster Murli, what movie is underrated or appreciated? You can start once timer is visible.
Okay. So when you asked about what movie is underrated or not much appreciated, I would first think it's the film Vedam, which is taken in a different way actually. The director has thought three different dimensions and have connected all the three. Like there are 3 to 4 stories running at a single instance of time. One would make you to understand the importance of money, and one side you would understand how to lead a life when we do not have any money, and at the one side humanity is more actually diversified, and they try to connect all these dots and at the end of the movie we can have a lot of takeaways. And when you asked about the rating and stuff, yeah, there were not many much people who have visited it by going to the movie hall or something. But then once it came out of the halls, like maybe into our ott channels or into our tvs, there was a lot of applause, and many people have actually tried to relate themselves into with that story, and they have actually applied those into their lives. And we see at the year end it got many awards. So the end of the story is like there might not be much motivation from the people at the first point of time, but eventually when the journey begins people will try to relate. And so is our life. We everyone cannot understand at the first glance, but once you travel, make a journey with the people, they will try to understand what is the importance, and everyone has an importance in this world. With this I would like to hand it over to the toastmaster of the day, sorry, the table topics master. Thank you very much for this topic.
Thank you, Toastmaster Murli. I'll definitely watch Vedam, because when the movie got released, the first thing we listen is through word of mouth, how the talk is, how the public talk is. I do recall the poster of seeing Manchu Manoj and I think Allu Arjun, if I'm not wrong. And I think three different kinds of stories were there. It was average talk. Again, the time I would see Vedam was from scenes in Gemini comedy, where Brahmanandam's comedy track used to play. Yeah, so I agree with you that I was convinced that yes, Vedam could be underrated, and I'll definitely watch. And thank you so much for picking the topic and relating to that. Next,
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Next, I see someone had raised a hand. Um,
Yeah, it's me, Chakravarti.
Chakravarti. Yeah, I'll just quickly share my slides. Okay. So please pick one from here which is not completed.
I mean, I hear the most famous one called Java.
Java.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So when non-technical people say what you're learning, if you say Java, they're related to Ragi Java, the drink which we used to drink.
What
I used to
You are
drink this.
going into core, Govin.
Yeah. So I was in hostel during my 10th class, and when I was in hostel, evening they used to provide this, morning and evening. It was compulsory. Everyone had to drink this Ragi Java, and when we used to drink that, it's like my expression would be like, no, I don't want it. We used to drink often, like 3-4 times a week. I hate this the most. With this, the topic I would relate would be, what was your least favorite food as a child? Do you still hate it or do you love it now? Toastmaster Chakravarti, the topic is, what was your least favorite food as a child? Do you still hate it or do you love it now? Just like how I still hate the Ragi Java. You can start once timer is visible.
Yeah, good evening, Toastmasters. To be frank, literally in childhood, there is nothing called that most hated food for me, because my mother used to always teach me that every food has its own significance, has its own importance. So even if you don't like the food, just close your nose and have it. I mean, just take it for your health benefits. So, but we used to call that called kakarkaya. I mean, some call the vegetable food that really I used to hate. I used to throw out from my lunchbox also many times. But after when my mother has explained the importance of that curry, then I started understanding that each and every food that is helpful for your body, irrespective of your taste, that you have to have it. And then after learning that these things, I never used to waste any curry or any food. I mean, I used to not judge any food based upon its taste. I used to judge the food based upon its health benefits for a human body. Even Ratan Tata states the quotation that you should take food as a medicine, or else you will take medicine as a food. So I strongly recommend everyone should go in the same kind of approach that should take food as a medicine, or is a good thing for your body, a good thing for your life also. So this is my, so there is no, I think there is no food call I used to hate in childhood or even now onwards. I used to love each and every food. If anything that is benefit for my body, for my health, then I used to take it, irrespective of its taste. And I want to, and I also have some philosophy like, if you can control the taste, I mean, we get the taste because we have some tasting buds on our tongue. But if you only give importance to the small tasting buds on your tongue and you are ignoring the entire part of your body, then the then does it make any sense? So go for your whole body, irrespective of tasting buds. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chakravarti. It's like you have kind of roasted me with what I've said. Because, yeah, I did learn the Java programming language. I had a 1 week crash course where they'll try to quickly explain you what Java is within a 1 week. I used to go to that course in college. After coming back, after completing the course, I'm like, okay, I got the certificate. I'm gonna do the show off in companies, but I'm not going to pursue my career in Java. But I would rather consume the Java drink which I've shown here. With this, I'll just continue with the slides. Can we see any volunteers even raising hands? You can understand that I'm not going to ask anything technical. So I do encourage anyone to raise your hands. And yeah, I can see Akib. Akib, please go ahead, pick something from here.
I'll go with my college crush, C programming.
Okay.
Yep.
C programming, I did have this in my syllabus, even though I'm from electronics. I did get the stamp mark, pass mark of 24.
I was in mechanical engineering, by the way.
We share the same emotion. Okay, I'm gonna
We
click
have
on
so
this.
many engineers.
So the letter C did relate to me at the times when I used to get C grade in school days in report cards, especially when I used to study in a school that had ICSE syllabus. We had like 13 subjects at the time, and it was very difficult to focus on all subjects. So yeah, I did get C grade sometimes, but doesn't mean I have to degrade myself. With this, let me just come to the topic. The topic is, would you rather be the funniest? Toastmaster Akib, would you rather be the funniest or the most intelligent person in the room? Why? Would you rather be the funniest or most intelligent person in the room? Why? I regret choosing this topic because it's like I'm giving a table topic. Anyway, you can start once the timer is set.
Yep. What would one want to be? To be funniest, to be intelligent. And I think that's a very hard choice to make, especially for ambitious people like me. You want me to feel funny? You want me to talk something humorous? People expect me to laugh, People expect me to bring some smile on their face. And I, on the other side, have been trying to become intelligent. I've been trying to bring on facts, trying to, showcase that I'm the one intelligent in the room. And why it all happened, let me share you a small story. So we had a friend called Toastmaster Arjun. And he would always come and say, if you are sitting in a room where you are the most intelligent person, you should leave that room. Like, why? Then you won't learn. Like, okay, but what if you are the most funniest person in the room? And then there was some silence. And that guy was the funniest ever person I've met. So it's very tough choice, and we end up becoming sitting in the same room, although we never knew whether I was the most intelligent or somebody else is the intelligent there. But the idea has been to bring some humor, some smile on people's face, because I think with the kind of AI and technology Intelligence is available at fingertips. You go click what does the word guff means, which is word of the day for today. You will find out the reason, which means foolishness. So it is foolishness to try to become intelligent, try to spilling facts because it is available very cheap. Humor at the other end is not so cheap. Bringing in some ideas or some stuff, some memory, and trying to make people smile is very tough, and that's the most sold skill set as of now. You see stand-up comedians rising like anything. So ladies and gentlemen, given the opportunity, I would like to be intelligent, funniest guy in the room. Yep, there was a twist in the last. Over to you, table topic master.
Only one word, Akib. Well said. Thank you so much. Next, is evaluator Chitrakshi available to participate? Or is she just trying to prepare the evaluation?
I can speak. No, I can. We'll have to give me about 10 seconds to do that. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect.
So I would like you to pick one topic that is not repeated from what you see here. Like what are the letters you see?
Which one has not been picked up? Please do tell
I
me
can
that.
see the yellow one which says JS and Pearl.
JS it is then.
Okay, cool. I'll click on JS. We can see a meme here that says me after learning JavaScript. So JS stands for JavaScript for 6 hours.
Okay.
This is me in parallel world if I go and learn the programming language of JavaScript. It is because I have a clarity that my mindset is not prepared to learn the programming language. Okay, coming to the topic. The topic is, do you think horoscopes are accurate? Do you think horoscopes are accurate? Over to Toastmaster Chitra.
Do you all know that I'm an engineer as well? Oh my God, right? That was my twist. And when the day I was born, my mother had this crazy urge to find an astrologer and figure out what's going to happen with her daughter. So the Pandit came over and he said, "Oh, this girl is going to be brilliant. No, 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 not an engineer. She'll be a doctor one day. I can see that in her. She's that serious kind, and very intelligent girl. She will become a doctor, get married at 26, have a beautiful home. By 30, she'll have 2 children." And that's what I grew up with. I was very excited because that's what I wanted. Doctor and then getting married by 26 and having 2 children. When I started my engineering, I realized, damn, one, I'm not going to be a doctor. Two, engineer. What did I get myself into? Why would I do that to myself? I was an amazing person, but an engineer, I was really bad at that. An electronics and communication engineer who had zero idea what was happening in class. All I did was look nice. I didn't even look like this. Okay, not even half like this. I would just look nice in class and ask my teachers, what did you mean? Why do we require this? Why are you teaching me this today? Why would you take that exam? And if I score well, what will happen? And my teachers would look at me and say, you'll get placement. Okay. By my third year, I already had placements without being a good student, average student, but I was so good with my communication that all the companies that came in hired me. Then I realized that I was hired and all the engineers in front of me had a very tough chance of getting married. So the idea of getting married at 26 went redundant. And that's when I decided to quit engineering and become an image consultant. So today, I'm very proud to not be married at 26, not be an engineer, instead be a communication trainer for engineers, and finally, no children yet, other than a pet. And I'm sure that's not what the astrologer meant. Knowing these three realities and facts of my life, I know that horoscopes are horrifically inaccurate. Over to you, table topics master.
I am absolutely spellbound. I have so many questions. I just want to do some networking later on. and I'm also a electronics and communication engineer. One statement I would like to say is, I was guessing that with that statement was, engineer is everything else in future except engineering. And then you said that you are an image consultant. You proved that point. And thank you so much for this wonderful attempt. Do we see any raise of hands for next topic? Okay, I can see Shailja has raised her hand. After icebreaker, she is very confident to give her next table topic speech. Okay,
I'm actually having fun with the listening the programming languages for the first time.
Okay, so yeah, pick the next topic.
CSS.
CSS. Okay, let's go to CSS. So I just found this GIF where a Family Guy cartoon character is playing with the windows. Can anyone from this background explain what is the context? Honestly speaking, I don't know what it is. Any idea, anyone? Toastmaster of the day, can you attempt? Can you guess?
He can tell you. I can tell you what is happening. The CSS software, CSS is something which is like theme which they put on to cover up the stuff and give a nice, beautiful stuff, which is not happening with the CSS and is throwing.
Okay, it makes sense now. Okay, the topic 2 is, as this is a Family Guy cartoon.
Who is the funniest person in your family?
Yeah. Who is the funniest person in your family? Toastmaster Shailja, over to you.
Okay. Can I take 30 seconds for thinking?
I think 10 seconds is permittable.
10 seconds, okay. Yes, I'll start. Today the topic is the funniest person in my family. I think currently the most funniest person in my family, at my home, is my 2-year kid, Kanishka, my baby. And she is like very funny because she started talking a lot, and I am having a conversation. I remember I'm having a conversation with my friends, video chat, and she was like, came into the screen, and we were talking, and she bought a new cycle. She was so excited to like show her cycle to my friends, and she showed, and they were asking that who brought the cycle for you. Then she started telling, she looked like me, look at me, and she tell, mama bought the cycle for me. And then later, 5 minutes, dad bought the cycle for me. And she was like being diplomatic and being funny. And then everyone were laughing. She's playing diplomatic at the age of 2 years. And suddenly that she was looking at me again. Everyone were laughing, and she was like, acting like, don't do acting, mommy. Papa bought this for me. And she was like playing the diplomat. And I think that is the funniest thing, and very small little funny. Every single day she speaks something or the other, very fluent in Telugu these days, and making funny thing, because when a child speaks, that's if it is the very small thing that sounds very funny. And I think she's the most funniest person these days. Thank you.
I was actually expecting that you would give an example of an adult person. For example, in my family, we have uncle, mama. When he comes in the marriage occasions, everybody's faces get lights up. Everyone smiles, makes jokes on him. He has a good sense of humor. But you are given an example of your daughter.
Actually, firstly, I thought of my mama as well, but I think my child, she's taken the capture in my mind. Secondly, but I have to tell this thing. I thought of that. She's
Yeah,
making the
that's.
funny thing at home. Like, every day we were laughing because of her.
I like that point of diplomacy. Even software engineers are diplomat. Even people at corporate are diplomatic. But the intention of the child is pure.
Yes.
But in corporate, it is cunning. It's a different thing. Well, that's a good attempt, and thank you
Doesn't apply
for
to managers
participating.
in corporates.
Exactly. So, can we see a volunteer for the next topic?
We okay. She's there.
Okay, I can see two raise of hands. I'll just try to conclude as quickly as possible. I can see Avinash Gudwada on top. Avinash, please pick an image which has not been repeated.
Yeah, that Pearl Camel one.
Okay, I'll select on Pearl. So Pearl means the first thing comes into my mind is this Pearl, which is under the sea. You can see the meme here where this bird is eating this book of pearl. After eating it, its eyes becomes shiny like pearls. So the topic is what songs would be played on a loop in hell? Okay, please ignore the second one. That's my error. I didn't remove that. The
Okay.
main topic is what songs would be played on a loop in hell. It should be a roast. Okay, it's like what songs? I don't know. You should say. I'm giving clues. Over to you.
Can you elaborate that?
I myself am not able to elaborate actually.
Loop in hell. Okay, Google it.
Loop
Give me
is
the 10 seconds.
continuation. Loop is continuously playing the same song.
Yeah.
Okay,
If you
okay,
want
right.
Yeah.
I had many favorite songs. During my can I start? Okay, yeah, it's during my CA joining days. It's like I want more kind of motivation. So at that time there was a song like Ekku Tolumettu from Narsimha. So which I used to put that song and I went back to my study room and I study. Always I see that song, which gives me lot of motivation. While walking also, I'll used to play that song. It is kind of a song which gives me lot of energy. Whenever I feel low or I want to go very high, but after certain period it will be low on energy. So at that times this song helped me a lot, and it gives me a lot of motivation for me to grow big and do big in my life. That hero used to do all, in that song it all happened from somewhere zero to hero he became in one song. So even I used to think like that hero I want to become very big. So that song motivated me a lot. Uh, and in that song also there is lot of connections, that hero do lot of good things. Apart from earnings, he also do good things like schools, old age homes, and many things. So there is some connection between that song and me, which I used to listen regularly, frequently. uh, some people might think it was guff, but it helped me a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing the song which you would play. I would believe the context would be what you have said is like, or the topic is like, let's say we are having a daily life here. In our everyday life, we do like to listen to songs. The feeling is like you just want to ignore the world out there and like to just get carried away by the songs you like. So this would be compared to like, let's say the world is hell and you just like to play one song to keep you going forward while listening and being in hell. So now I understood the topic. Anyway, are we good to wrap up, or can I give one last topic? What do you think, Toastmaster of the day?
I think it's good, Govin. We are good to wrap up this session.
Okay, thank you so much. Then I hand over to you.
Thank you so much, Govin. Thank you for bringing up all the interesting programming languages and interesting topics to each and every one of us. Uh, when a software engineer enters into a company during his first few days of the career, he will be wondering where to go, whom to contact, whom to reach out. He will be shocked with fear, with low confidence, don't know what to do, whom to reach out for the help. But certainly there will be some seniors who will always there to guide a junior candidate by giving them good KT, by giving them showing them right path way to get the stuff and how to prepare themselves for the upcoming tasks, challenges. And then this new candidate try to learn from the seniors and try to build up the confidence and try to get more medals, more rewards, more awards. Just like this, let's build up the confidence of our Toastmaster Sailaja, who has given her first speech today. I request everyone to give a standing ovation to the Toastmaster Sailaja for completing her first speech of Toastmasters.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
We once again wish you many more successes, Sailaja.
Thank you, Toastmasters Raghav. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
supporting me in the initial days a lot.
It's all it's all a part of teamwork.
That's a great job, actually.
Thank you. So moving on to the next segment, which is one of the most critical segment of Toastmaster sessions, general evaluation. So I'll give the stage to General Evaluator Akib. Akib, it's all yours.
Hello, thank you so much, Toastmaster Rago. And now we are here in general evaluation section. We will start our general evaluation. And when we start, we will go ahead first with the evaluation of our first speaker, which will be done by Toastmaster Chitrakshi. So can we have you on stage, Toastmaster Chitrakshi?
Yes, I'm right here.
Yep.
Should I start? Okay, perfect. Toastmaster Shelda, congratulations on your first speech. And this was an icebreaker. For the first 30 seconds to 1 minute, I kept wondering if I have the right evaluation resource. Because this kind of confidence cannot come in an icebreaker speech. And no, I will not believe anyone else when they say this was an icebreaker speech. Really well done. You had the confidence to start. First 10 seconds, I think you just took a little bit of a pause to get yourself back, compose yourself a little bit. And then the way you came out till the very end, I had to do nothing but listen to you. I didn't have an option. There were people speaking around me, and I said, shush, 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 let me listen to what she's saying. This is an interesting story. And when someone talks about a struggle that they had in terms of public speaking and to become a Toastmaster to get over that, that's what we all completely connect with, because each and every one of us here has felt that at some point or the other. And when you're talking in front of engineers, trust me, everyone's felt it. Some of them are still feeling it. So very well done in terms of finding the right way to connect to everyone, the right struggle that we all will definitely resonate with, not just as engineers, also as Toastmasters, because that's the reason we've joined as well. So great work done. You've done a wonderful job of picking out just one aspect of your life and putting that in front of everyone. Usually in icebreaker speech, that's a confusion that people have. They want to add in a lot of ideas about who they are, what they did, and so on. So it was very far away from the boring. I am from this, I did this, and this is who I am today. Instead of that, you picked out how you wanted to start, then one struggle that really changed your life, and why you're a part of Toastmasters, which is very goal oriented. So really good job done as far as that is concerned as well. If I had to give you one aspect, because this is an evaluation, in icebreaker speeches, we usually refrain from doing much of that. But if I had to give you one aspect, it would probably be how you got over that. What did you do to get over the fear? And definitely how all of us could benefit in one way or the other. Other than that, you were really good. I love the way you gave your speech, and thank you so much. Kudos to you for attempting your icebreaker. Welcome to Toastmasters, and now the world in front of you is very well open for all your public speaking. With that, over to you, General Evaluator. And one question: where is the timer? I couldn't see the timer?
I'm timing you here.
Okay. So there's a card that you're showing, because I usually saw the other timer going on in front. Time's over, right? It's good to go. Okay, perfect.
Good to-
Over to you, General Right.
Yes, thank you so much, Chitrakshi. And I need access to share my screen. Guys, please. No, host has disabled. So we have gone
You
through
have
the
access
evaluation.
now.
We have gone through the evaluation of our first speech. Let me share my screen and start the general evaluation. How we are going to do general evaluation today will be in these three structures. So evaluator for speaker one is already done. We will move ahead with tag team reporting, and at the end I'll do general evaluation, which will be in general, as we say. How did we do as tag? Let us start hearing from Wordmaster Grammarian. Who is that? It was me. So I was able to introduce the idea of Wordmaster Grammarian and was paying close attention to the words spoken. I think we did really nice job as a team, and I didn't find any recommendation as such. I think we have improved a lot as speakers, and that is how we will grow in future as well. So no recommendation as Wordmaster Grammarian, and I've not seen people using word of the day, which was guff, and I was expecting people to use it at least once, but it was also my fault because I shared it a little later. So that's on me, guys, no worries. And the second tag team player is our counter. Do we have our counter in the room? And can you please
Yes.
share your report?
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I'm back with my report, everyone. So let's start with Toastmaster Raghav. He had multiple R's, and there were many overused words like most of them, most, and let's, and was the favorite word. General Evaluator Akib, there were three R's, and there were repeated phrases like who will help us, you know was the favorite word. Timer Mamata, there were 2 hours. Evaluator one Chitrakshi went flawless. Speaker one Shailaja, there was 1 hour, and there were multiple ands and likes, repetitive words like and like there were I, and little ums. Toastmaster Govind, there were 6 hours. There were repetitive words like yeah, let. And coming to table topics, the speaker one, Toastmaster Janavi, there were 2 hours, and end was the favorite word. Coming to Toastmaster Murali, he went flawless, but there was one repetitive word that was end. Toastmaster Chakravarti, there were 3 hours. Repetitive was like just, so. And coming to Toastmaster Avinash, there were 10 hours. There were repetitive words like big, like, used to. In order to reduce these repetitive words, hours, the filler words, and the pauses, try practicing your speech before, as I said, and thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rosita. I think that's a very detailed account report I've seen so far, heard so far. Let us move ahead to our timer for today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Mamta.
You're in a mute, Mamta.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. Thanks for that. So, hello everyone. I'm back with the timer report. Hope you're able to see my screen. As you can notice that we have mentioned that for the speech, since it is an icebreaker, it will be 4 to 6 minutes, and our speaker has taken 6 minutes 20 seconds, which is over the time. Anyways, we will not be including her in the poll because it is just one speaker. We have 7 table topic speakers today, and all of them are qualified. Some of them were just at the top of the hour, and some have taken good amount of time, and some of you should uh, make use of the entire time, like Shalaja and Murli. Try speaking for at least more than 2 minutes going forward, and Avinash as well. Chitrakshi has delivered her evaluation report in 2 minutes, which is good amount of time. There's a 1 minute left. I think my screen share kind of froze and she couldn't see the timing as well. So overall, I think we have done a fair amount of job in terms of utilizing our time, especially table topic speakers. You've used the time very well, although the topics were a bit scary had to begin with, but I think it kind of got you engaged. So overall, a good job everyone at it. Something that you can practice to enable you utilize the time is to get into a habit of timed speeches, because Toastmasters is all about maintaining time in your speech, be it more or be it less. There is a practice that you can apply as you prepare for your speeches. Back to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Akib.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mamta, for very detailed speech. Let me know if my screen is visible now. I think yes. So, as a tag team role player, I think Grammarian missed out and did provide word of the day little later, but we did good as timer. I think that was a commendable job and needs applause as well. Similarly, our counter also had a really nice, at least she was able to tell and add certain value on how one should improve as well. So it's not just about telling what are the areas of improvement, but it's also amazing job. Let me move to the next person in line, which is our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Raghav. When I joined the meeting, I was like, okay, is it going to be as boring as the quotes that these guys write? Is it going to be as boring as the software Mutyam post? But I think your stuff came in very peacefully. I was having that soothing experience listening to you in the beginning of the meeting, and I think people will agree with me. When we started listening to Raghav, it was like, oh wow, what he's talking something good. So that's a charm which you bring with yourself, Toastmaster of the day. I could see a lot of smiles and happiness within your deliveries, which is really awesome. Now, we see that you have that amicable personality. You are able to put stuff in a very positive way, bring some happiness, some smile in the system. Now, how do we make it a little better? I would say give it a structure, give it a proper timeline, or give it an agenda saying this is how I'm going to speak about. So you can say that I'll talk about life of a software employee and the progression and how it goes in the future. So you can divide it between 2 or 3 or 4 subsets and then talk 1, 2, 3, 4. So that kind of aligns the audience, and every information that comes to me as an audience will come in a layered way, and that will improve the way you deliver your message. So try having that. I think you were awesome and we loved listening you. Next is our very own, the creative guy, Toastmaster Govind, table topic master. I really loved the first slide, which had table, topic, and master. I could not realize that these three put together what this guy is trying to do. And I was also thinking, why is Leo is not in picture when you are putting Vijay? And then I heard your narrative, like, oh my God, this guy has gone crazy. He's putting table and topic separately and master. I think you did a really awesome job on the innovation part, of Table Topic Master, you were able to at least tell us these are the languages available in the system. People who didn't know Ruby were able to realize that. And also the way you conducted the whole session was nice. We didn't see much glitches. You were able to at least find a volunteer, or if not volunteer, you were able to push people to speak, which is the role of the host of Table Topic Master as a Table Topic Master. But what could you have done better? I would say we had too much of it happening within the second layer. Like once I selected software, and then there was something else, and that was also going for 30-40 seconds. So it is like many table topics happening within table topics. So if we can reduce that part and bring that topic itself as the first, rather than asking people to select one then move to the next, so that could have saved some time and given it a better wall, which I think you are the creator of it. But try having that thought, two layers. So one, people select and then discuss, and then you move directly into the topic. So that's about Table Topic Master, and I think an amazing job done as a whole team as well. We were able to meet the timeline. I think we are on time as meeting 1 or 2 minutes late, which still can be improved. People are really getting into grooves when I see people taking roles. I think Tag was awesome today. Toastmaster of the day has been finding his own niche, and Table Topic Master, as always, amazing. I won't comment on Wordmaster Gregarian more. I don't want to humiliate myself enough, but let me share back the stage to presiding officer of today's meeting, and I would also request to launch the poll. Over to you if we have DTM. Janavi, are you there?
I'm here.
Yep,
Thanks so
she's
much,
there.
Akib.
You-
Mamta, will you be helping us with the polls?
Yeah, I'm just trying to launch it. There is some glitch. I'm just trying to fix it. Just
Okay.
maybe
So
we
it
can
was.
take time here for fun and furore in the meanwhile.
Yeah.
And I will try to
Yeah,
create.
Okay. Guys, I felt this was an amazing meeting. After a long time, I had a lot of fun. It was truly interactive. We overboarded the time. It's already 7:30, which is usual for all of us. So before I hand over the stage to the guests for their feedback, I would like to call on stage the registrations chair for Fun and Furor 2023, Toastmaster Murali, to let us know all about FNF and share his word with us. Murali, you're here?
Yep. Thank you, DTM Janvi. Thanks for this opportunity. A very good evening to one and all present over here. And as we all are in the virtual modes and the work from home mode, if I want to relate with a software engineer, but today we are slowly changing it, and then we are coming into the offline mode. So the last time, 2019, we had this Fun and Furor event which went offline, but as the COVID struck, we eventually came into a place where we only uh, inclined to have virtual offline online meetings. But now again we are back. So we have the Fun and Furor going to happen in December 9th and 10th in Hyderabad, and in Nagpur on 17th, and in Vishakhapatnam in 16th of December. So we are eagerly waiting for you all to come here and join us, because as a organizing team we are actually planned the things very well. We have very entertaining sessions, and we have the contestants from all the divisions E, F, G, H, I, and N. So they have their lot of good humorous speeches, the breathtaking evaluations. So we are bringing the wit and humor into this, and then the wisdom as well. So I would like to request you all to visit the District 126 Instagram handle, or the Fun and Furor Instagram handle, where you find a lot of things. Like we have been sending posters like for the speed mentoring, and also we have rolled out certain cultural activities that are going to happen, and we will be having a lot of delicious lunch and high tea, and above all, the icing of the cake, which I would say, the contestants who are participating, we will, I mean, will enjoy a lot. And from organizing team, we are eagerly waiting. And I could say the networking would be awesome here, because we would be connecting all the corporate, the community, and the various students coming out from the universities like Geetham, CBIT, VNR, VGIT, across the division E, F, G, and H. So with this, I would like to post the the registration link and the details of the registration team, so that if you face any difficulty or any information, if you want, please reach out to us. And if you have any questions, if we have some time, yeah, I can take it. Else, I would request you all to reach me offline. Thank you very much, DTM, Janvi, and the entire team. You all were awesome, actually. A lot of things that I can take away. Yep.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Murali, for briefly explaining about FNF and what all we can expect. Guys, we all have received the links and everything in our WhatsApp groups. I would like you to register and attend, at least from the cities which we are currently in. With this, I would like to ask a feedback from Srinivas, who has joined for the first time to our meeting. Govind, second time?
Second time, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yes, thank you so much, Srinivas. I want to listen how you felt about this meeting. Over to you, Srinivas.
I just felt like, how could you guys respond on these within those on the spot topics for a fixed time? And I'm guessing the reactions of all these Toastmasters from Aquib mostly, like, I guess it's so funny at the moment, like seeing as the reactions on the screen while everybody is talking. And I guess that how could you prolong for that set green, red, yellow time zones? So I just find it interesting on the go. That's
Okay. That comes with practice, Srinivas, like over the period of time when you keep on giving the table topics, or when you take up roles, or when you take up speakers, usually you will learn how to do it, and you will have amazing mentors like Mamta, Akib, who will be helping us to learn about how to deliver on stage, what to deliver on stage. Through this, you will learn. I hope you will join us for the future meetings as well, where you can also experience giving table topics on stage. Mamta, are we good to go? Are the polls launched? Sorry, I cannot see it from my end.
Govind, can you check if you can see the untitled one? I will. Okay, perfect. So Govind will launch it. Just a moment. Don't launch it yet. I will remove co-host for everybody else so that they can also participate in the poll. Okay, now you can launch, Govind.
Okay, I just click on polls and let me search for the. Is it
Untitled one. I created one more.
Yeah,
You will
is
become
it to be precise, untitled poll
Yes,
7?
yes.
Okay, I'm going to click on launch. Please ready to vote. Yeah, I have initiated the polling.
Okay, guys, we have the polls up for the high stage time role player, which is Toastmaster Raghav, Toastmaster Rakib, and Toastmaster Govind. You can vote for the best one you felt who did better. And then for best low stage, Word Master Grammarian again Akib, and timer Toastmaster Mamta, and our counter Toastmaster Rushita. You can vote for the person who you felt did the best job. And for table topics, we have. Hey, why am I not there here? Am I there? Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not there.
Akib, Avinash, Sailaja, Murali, Chakravarti, Chitrakshi, and Janvi, whom you felt did the best in table topics, you can vote for them. I see only 3 responses coming in. Guys, quickly let's vote so that we can have the networking. We're already 8 minutes ahead of the schedule. We are 11 people and we have only 4 responses, and 3 of us can't respond, so it's 7. 5 and 3, 8. We have 3 more people who have to vote.
I have a backup device, but I can't see the polling in the backup device. That's fine, I
You
guess.
vote on one device. It is not like the.
Okay, same account, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Then are we good to go, Mamta? Okay. Govind, you can stop the polling, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
Okay.
capture the results, or should I just try to?
She won't be able to see
No,
you.
no, I'll be able to see. I am the co-host.
Okay. So then you can announce.
I also joined through the Coastline account only. I didn't have time to change
but
my
I'm not
account.
able to launch it nor see it.
Oh,
What
okay.
happened?
I didn't know how to launch it because it changed, right? So that is why I did not say anything in between. Okay, so we have the winners over here. The best high stage role player is Toastmaster Govind. Congratulations, Govind.
Thank you. Thank you.
Winner is Toastmaster Raghav. People did not vote. So you did a better job. Okay, now let's say the low stage time role players. We have, okay, the first winner is Toastmaster Rishita for our counter. Congratulations, Rishita. And next we have Timer. Good job, Mamta. And then we have Akib. Finally, someone voted for Akib. I think it's a self. It's okay. And now we will see for table topics. And the winner is Chitrakshi in the first place, and the next place is Murali. Congratulations, both of them. Great job, everyone. It was an amazing meeting, seeing you all after a long time. Shailaja, as your evaluator said, it did not even feel like an icebreaker. I also went back and checked whether it is L1, P1 or something else. So good job over there. And as usual, Govind, Raghav, you all did a great job by being the long stage role players. Akib ka to we can pass it around, and we don't need to comment over there. But yeah, usually good job, because he became recently a financial influencer. So we have to say something because he'll help us with some tips. क्योंकि income tax का time आने वाला है, so Akib will help us along with Avinash. So it's wonderful seeing Murali, Srinivas, and all of you over here. With this, we will soon roll out when is our next meeting going to be. Toastmaster Mamta will be sharing it in our group, and I request all of you to pick up roles. And with this, I would like to end the meeting number 89, and we can stop the recording. Yay!